What is up guys, welcome to another video. That Geeky guy here, and today we're looking at some budget alternative for those expensive Majestics. Now these Majestics are usually from sets such as WTR, Arcane Rising. So these two sets has the most expensive Majestics. Now there are reasons for these cards to be very expensive. It's due to their high utility being used in multiple competitive decks. Now in this video I'm just gonna give you guys some options if you don't have the budget to get those expensive Majestics. Now let's start with the first of my favorite card, which is Command and Conquer. You'll see Command and Conquer being played in multiple competitive decks. The reason of this being it's able to threaten to destroy your opponent's arsenal, basically reducing their advantage if it's cards such as Plunder Run or is even useful attack reactions such as Razor Reflex being hidden in their arsenal. Unfortunately, there is no much of a budget option for Command and Conquer, though there are some cheaper Majestics that you can take a look at, such as Nourishing Emptiness, which also deals 6 damage and also blocks for 3. Now Nourishing Emptiness reads, if there are no attack actions in your graveyard, Nourishing Emptiness has Dominate, and if it hits, it allows you to draw 1 card extra. Now usually Nourishing Emptiness is being played in decks such as Dorinthia or Kano because they don't play much of attack actions anyway, so Nourishing Emptiness gives the advantage of a Dominate and also +1 intelligence. Some random Katsu decks or Control Katsu also plays Nourishing Emptiness, so if you don't have Command and Conquer, you might consider putting Nourishing Emptiness in your deck. Now a much cheaper option than this is Brutal Assault. Unfortunately, Brutal Assault, even though it's cheap, it's a common card from Crucible of War. It doesn't have a hit effect, so you might want to check Nourishing Emptiness instead. Nourishing Emptiness itself is not that expensive, and I'm just going to flash out the price right there. The second card we are looking at is Art of War. Now Art of War is another competitive card you're going to see in aggro decks usually. Now decks such as Chain, Aggro Katsu, or even Levia uses Art of War. Art of War gives you the 3 options. So you can either, 4 options, sorry. So you can either buff up your attacks and defense, you can either give your next attack action cards go again, you can even defend with attack action cards from the arsenal, so treating it as such as a defense reaction. You can also banish an attack action card from your hand if you do draw 2 cards. So usually the options that people pick is either go again +1 or banishing card to draw. Now there are no card equivalent of Art of War. The budget option that is closest that you can get is Captain's Call. Captain's Call reads, you can either choose to buff up your attack by +2 or the next attack action card gains go again. So depending on the pitch color, the cost of the attack action card gaining go again really depends on the pitch color of the Captain's Call itself. Now the last card we're looking at is Enlightened Strike. Enlightened Strike you'll see being played in most aggro decks and even some Control Katsu decks. The reason of it being very flexible, requiring only 1 card in your hand to be put into your bottom of your deck, in order to pay for the cost. So it does not require any pitching, but you do require to have 1 card to be put to the bottom. Now you may choose one of the 3 options provided by Enlightened Strike, which is draw a card +2 or even go again. Now there are no cards that provide 3 options such as Enlightened Strike, hence the price of the card, but there are a few cards that you can use in order to replace one of the options. So the card that we can take a look at is Scar for a Scar. However, there is a condition that requires you to have less health. However, if you prioritize more on drawing card, you can take a look at Snatch. It only deals 4 damage and it blocks for 2, but still it's a good budget option. Another card if you want, you can take a look is Adrenaline Rush. You gain buff if you have less life than your opponent. It's also a cheap card to get, however it does cost 2. Now another card, the final one that you can take a look is Rouse the Ancients. So Rouse the Ancient reads, as an additional cost to play Rouse the Ancient, you may reveal any number of attack action cards from your hand with 13 or more total damage. If you do, Rouse the Ancient gains +7 and go again. So this is basically a Enlightened Strike on Overload, because it requires pitch, it requires multiple cards to be shown in order to get those conditions met, but in return you get to +7 and also go again. So usually Draws the Ancient is being played in decks such as Guardian because of the high attack damage requirement. So that's it guys, that's the 3 card I'm going to cover in this video. Those are the budget option. I hope you guys learn something or obtain something in building your budget decks. Once you have the budget to actually go for competitive card, I suggest you guys get at least 3 copies of Command and Conquer, 3 copies of Enlightened Strike, and maybe 2 copies of Art of War if you are preferring to play aggro decks. Thank you very much for watching guys. Do like, subscribe, comment down below if there are any more budget cards that I missed out during this video, and that's it guys. Like, share, those kind of stuff, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.